All right, should be the last video in our urbanization and immigration unit here. We just got done talking about Charles Guteau assassinating President Garfield, and now Chester A. Arthur is taking over as president. And Arthur was a stalwart, meaning he should want patronage. Again, patronage is the idea that you're going to give jobs to people because they helped you get elected. Instead of being a reformer, which means you want civil service, you're giving it based on merit. All right. However, what Arthur does is he turns reformer once becoming president, and he actually helps to pass something called the Pendleton Civil Service Act of 1883. This would provide federal jobs through a merit system based on performance on an exam. So here's some positives and negatives from this. Positive, more competent and honest federal workers. The negative, closer ties between government and big business. So what was helping those public officials get elected was funds from private individuals who were promised jobs. That's no longer. So now those government officials still need that money. So where are they going to get it? They're going to get it from big business. So down here at the bottom, it says politicians could not depend on employees for campaign donations, so they had to look elsewhere. So this is where we get big business stepping into government and them kind of being in cahoots together. So this new concept of tariffs comes into play. Tariffs are taxes on imported goods. And if you've watched anything on President Trump in the last few years, especially not talking about the coronavirus, but he wants high tariffs. All right, mainly because he wants goods produced here in the United States. So this is what high tariffs mean. High tariffs mean higher prices for foreign goods. So as that good enters the United States, we tax it right away, which means that company that produces it in China has to pay a tax to sell their goods here in the United States. What that should cause is it should cause people to want to buy American-made products, one, because it's cheaper. All right. So what happens is that company that has to pay that tax then increases the price of their product. All right. So what that means is the higher the tariff, the more likely people are going to buy domestic made products. Domestic means made here in the United States. All right. So in 1884, what we get is President Cleveland's going to get elected. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what happens with tariffs and who raises them and who lowers them. And you kind of should already know that based on President Trump's viewpoint and what political party he is. All right. So in 1884, a Democratic president by the name of Grover Cleveland tries to lower the tariffs. He doesn't have the support of Congress. So that should let you know which political party controls Congress, the Democrats or Republicans. You should say Republicans because Republicans want high tariffs. All right, so this question down here, which party is for high tariffs and which is against, you should already know that. All right, so what we have here is the presidency, high tariffs, and big business in the election of 1888. So you have Cleveland versus Harrison. Cleveland wants low tariffs. Harrison wants high tariffs. That should tell you Harrison is a Republican and Cleveland is the Democrat. Now, if you're an American business, are you going to support somebody that wants low tariffs or high tariffs? And let me ask that again. If you are an American business, do you want to tax companies that make goods outside of the country? The answer should be yes, you should. All right. So businesses aren't going to support you if you want low tariffs. So businesses are going to support Harrison more than what they support Cleveland. So Harrison, a Republican, wins this election in 1888. He then passes the McKinley Tariff Act of 1890, which raises tariffs to their highest level ever up to that point. All right. Then what happens in 1892? Continuing with presidents here, Grover Cleveland, who's a Democrat, gets reelected in 1892. And what he does is he tries to lower the McKinley Tariff Act. All right. However, Congress passes the Wilson-Gorman Tariff Act, and it gets passed without his signature. When you get into government class, you're going to learn a little bit more about when the president doesn't sign something or he vetoes, there's an override to that. And that's what happened in this case. So McKinley becomes president in 1897. He gets elected in 1896. He's going to raise tariffs again. So if Republicans keep winning the election, who's controlling politics? The people or businesses? And that's something to consider here is, how much role, and people talk about that today still, is how much role and impact do businesses have in our government? All right, that's something for you guys to consider and pay attention to in current politics. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and I hope you guys hit like and subscribe and all that, whatever, If you have any questions, please make sure you ask your teacher. Thanks. Have a good day. Hope you guys are doing well and you didn't stay up too late watching this. Bye-bye.